Henshin a go baby, what's good guys? Yoku here, and I'm sure we've all seen the one-turn clears or the one-turn cycles with Blade and Blade comps, and I'm real positive. Most of those teams consist of Silverwolf, Ocha, Bronya, and then Blade, which a lot of you don't have, but that doesn't mean that you can't one-turn clear, or rather efficiently clear whatever MoC floor you're trying to do. Now, I'm not going to make any promises that you can one-turn clear. I can't even one-turn clear. My Blade is not where he needs to be. Now, granted, I do got a pretty nasty blade. Okay, check me out. I got 8k HP, almost 70% crit rate naturally. Hear me out, bro, naturally, and 142 crit damage. Mind you, this is before Disciples is even gonna kick in. So after Disciples, I'm practically at a 90 to 100% crit ratio. Like my crit rate is 90 to 100%, bro. This is crazy. Now, there's some things that I want to show you guys in order to optimize your blade play. So first up, I want to use Caverns to go over what I'm doing here. Right now, you can see it on the left up top that I have a particular order with Blade. Now, typically speaking, what I would like to do is have Blade go before Bronya. Now, my Blade as of right now is not capable of doing that. And I would technically be able to, you know what? I think I'm just going to show you. Hold on. What I was going to explain to you guys was basically the fact that I would like to go Blade, Bronya, Blade, but I'm not able to actually do that. So what I'm going to do is optimize this. You guys are going to see me do this live actually, so that I get a different Bronya. Where would I go for my Bronya? I'm looking for something like maybe HP, right? But I don't have anything that's actually leveled up that's not gonna reduce. I'm gonna give her these. And so now her speed goes down to 108. My blade speed is at 115, 103, and then 132. So this is exactly what I want to happen. Now you'll see a difference. And now you see that it goes Silverwolf, the Wolf, and then Blade, and then Bronya. Clearly, I want them to be faster so that I can go before my enemies. That way they really just don't get a turn off. But it doesn't really matter if they attack Blade. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set some stuff up. Blade being an SP efficient character means that I could pretty much use my skill point on Silverwolf. I could use my skill point on Bronya, and then I could use my skill point on Blade, and I could relatively be okay. At the start of the game, however, I don't want to do that, at least not right now. There's different scenarios where I could do that with Bronya, whereas I'm starting off at half HP, wow, half of my ultimate meter, but I don't have that right now. So I'm just going to inflict something on him. We got double weaknesses there. That's pretty cool. Now with Blade, since I don't have Bronya having halfway of her ultimate meter, I can't do this thing that I've been doing. Lately, what I'll do is I'll do basic attack with Bronya, trigger her talent so that her advancement forward goes up by like 15%, and then she'll be able to go twice in the same turn. And then I'll normal attack with Blade. I'll sacrifice the damage for the first turn so that I could get an extended ultimate on my Blade. And I'll show you guys a little bit about that as well. Shout outs to Mr. Poke. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and activate the enhance my hellscape. I'm going to enter that. I'm going to go for my attack. And now that Bronya is right here, I'm going to just trigger it again. So I'm going to get 2 in 1 go, basically. By being able to do this, you saw that I did 40k, another 40k. That's practically 100k back to back, or not back to back, but right there in 1 go. And then you proceed to move forward with everything else. Now, since I've already got 3, see, I had 3 stacks, and now I got hit twice. Boom, that's 5. Cleared the wave, just like that. So we're good to go. And this is typically how you're going to play through MoC, because you're going to be able to look at what's going on, look at what you can do to the enemies, how you want to approach it. And I made a video about this previously, but I always said the same thing. Take your time. You guys don't have to rush through MoC. I know we want to auto things and blow through it. That's fine too. But when you're learning the game and you're learning new teams, new setups, you're trying different things, you really want to look at what you're doing. So now that I've shown you this and like the typical, this is what you want to do with Blade, let me show you this in a way that you could do this without Bronya. Okay, and just so I can mention this real quick before we jump off to the other thing here, what I was gonna show you guys was being able to hold the ultimate for a little longer. Normally, whenever Bronya uses her ultimate, you're gonna see 2 turns remaining. And so you use it, the thing happens, and then it goes down to 1 turn, right? Now I'm gonna do this. I'm going to give Bronya, or give the skill to Blade. Blade is going to, before I activate her ultimate, I'm gonna activate Hellscape. I'm gonna enter Hellscape, and then I'm going to pop Bronya's ultimate. What this is going to allow me to do is basically get an extended turn on Blade. And as well, let me show you guys. So something else that's pretty cool that I believe I mentioned in my guide as well. Blade's Hellscape, I know it says 3 turns here, but you can imagine this as an invisible turn, okay? Anytime an enemy goes into their Resurgence, quote unquote, or their Resurgence type ability, it's basically an invisible turn or an invisible timeline. there's timeline A, and then you trigger Resurgence from Seele or Xing Shui, or you trigger Blade's Hellscape, and then they create their own timeline that is separate from the main timeline, but somehow still affects the main timeline. So everything that happens inside of the fake timeline or the invisible timeline, it still happens, but it doesn't count. It's really weird. I know I'm probably horrible at explaining that, but I'll show you so that you have a physical representation of what I mean. Belobog March, 2 turns remaining, as well as Hellscape, 3 turns remaining. What should happen is once Blade's turn goes away, it will still say 2 turns and 3 turns remaining. So I'm going to go ahead and click Q. Locha is here. I'm going to come back to Blade, and you can see Belobog March, 2 turns remaining. His turn's already done, 2 turns remaining, and then Hellscape, 3 turns remaining. What this allows you to do is get 3 turns of having an increased crit damage and attack ratio, as well as 4 turns of Hellscape. You basically have 4 turns of being in Hellscape. This is very important for you to understand, because if you're looking at, oh, I'm going to sync up Bronya's ultimate with Blade here and use that for his ultimate, or I'm going to sync up Silverwolf's ultimate with my Blade, or whoever you have on your team, you need to pay attention to the fact that Hellscape, and you can always come in here and look at this, but pay attention to the fact that Hellscape, it's going to say 3, but you need to check this. This is actually 4. I don't know if that's a glitch. I hope not. I love the way it is now, but it is what it is. Now we can move forward to not having Bronya. Okay, so let's say that you had Locha and Blade, but no Bronya and no Silverwolf. I'm going to utilize some different characters here. You could use maybe Asta. I probably wouldn't. I think Hook might work here a little bit better, but the idea is to be able to have a second DPS character for Yukong to buff that doesn't consume so many skill points that you can't keep up with the SP management. Coming into this, you can pretty much do whatever you want. If you want to cheat it in a way where you don't necessarily need to use Yukong in order to get the buff, you could do that. But mind you, my Yukong is actually, and I can't show you right now, but my Yukong speed is like 150 or something like that before any external speed boost. So she's gonna go first no matter what. I don't want Yukong to get the buff. I want Blade and Himiko to get the buff. So Blade and Himiko need to follow up right after Yukong. How they follow up doesn't really matter in this case because they're both going to be doing damage. Because of that reason, I'm going to be using Blade to initiate the battle. And now you guys can see it. Boom, Yukong goes first. The dog goes next because I'm not fast enough with the other 2 characters. And then I'm going to have my Blade and my Himiko follow up after that. And as long as this order stays the same, we should be good. Now, granted, I think at some point in time, because of Yukong's speed, she's going to disrupt this order. But I'm just showing you guys like what to do or how to think about it in the event you don't have Bronya, because Bronya is basically a cheat code. Bronya allows you to just negate whatever type of speed or turn order or action cycle you have going on, and I'm just gonna move Blade to the front regardless. So now I have to play a little bit more careful. I need to look at what I'm doing, and so like here, right, I'm just gonna pop the both of them and do a lot of damage, and that's fine. Himiko is gonna get the follow-up attack. That's cool. And because I'm still playing an SP efficient team, I now have the ability to do this. Oh, well, Io, what do you mean SP efficient? Yukong wants to use her skill. Now you have no skill points for Yukong. Well, what I'm able to do after this, because Locha doesn't need skill points here, Locha's going to do whatever he needs, gives me a skill point, and then Yukong, because I'm going to play her in an SP neutral manner, similar to how you would basically play, honestly, a different Bronya, if you will, right? Which would be the first type of Bronya that I showed you. I'm going to go for this. And so I don't get my buff here, which is a little unfortunate, but I'm able to still keep the SP neutral ability to it. I could have gotten my buff if I wanted to get my buff from there, but it's not a huge deal. We're going to start the next round just like this, same thing. And that's why I personally didn't do it, is because I knew that it was going to go into the next round as soon as they hit me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I'm going to pop my 1. I'm going to get my crit boost, okay? And so now both of my DPS characters are going to be able to get their ultimates and be able to use maximum crit damage, crit rate on top of that. So right now he already had like 90% crit rate or something like that. And now he's got the plus 25% crit rate. He's got almost 200% crit damage. My Blade is stacked. He's ready to go. So he's ready to do big damage. Okay. Himiko does not have a lot, but now you can see 85% crit rate. That's way higher than she normally has. And then 170% crit damage. That's way higher, bro. So all I'm trying to do here is max. Oh, let me see this too. I'm almost there at my ultimate, right? So if I were to pop ult right now, that should reduce me to the 50%. And I think I could actually do a crap ton of damage. And because ultimates count as their own turn, that wasn't enough damage for me, bro. Don't look at my Blade. Don't look at my Blade, bro. He's not at the 100K range yet, though. We're getting there. We're getting there, all right? But now I can do this here. I can pop this before the Yukong buff goes away, and so now I get a lot of damage out of what I'm doing. This is all I'm showing you guys, right? Is that basically being able to look at the board, look at what you can do, how you should operate it, and then proceed forward from there. And that's pretty much all it is, right? MoC is not a super difficult thing. It's difficult when you don't have certain characters, or maybe you don't really understand the what's going on, the actions behind things. That could be a little difficult, but as of right now, you guys should be fine to be able to tackle this no problem. I just wanted to show you guys how to make Blade an SP efficient character, how to utilize him in any team comp. It doesn't matter if you have Bronya, it doesn't matter if you have Silverwolf. As you guys can see, I'm not even using Silverwolf or Bronya here, and I'm still able to do exactly what I need to do with my Blade. And I assume you have Locha, because most people who wanted Blade were going for Locha as well. Now, if you don't, that's a little different. It's fine, not a huge deal. Again, just showing you guys the implications of what's going on. Because I'm gonna break him and I need a skill point to heal Himiko, I'm not going to use a skill point here. Now I can heal Himiko, that's no problem. I know that Locha can take the attack from the ape, and now I could also still get my boost. You see what I'm saying? So like, we're golden. I'm still playing an SP neutral team. I haven't gone to 0 skill points yet. We're good, we're Gucci. Oh Lord, Yukong, please don't ever scare me like that a day in your life again. Don't ever do that, bro, because what is going on? She nearly died. I don't appreciate that in the slightest. That was not okay. And you see, okay, now you see what I'm talking about. Look up to the left here, and then after this I'm done, bro, because I gotta go. We're going to DreamCon. Yukong here disrupted the order. Somebody disrupted the order, because now it's Yukong because she's so fast, and then Locha, and then Yukong again. So I need to be able to keep her SP up, right? Boom. So now she's got her ultimate. That's fine. He's going to do his ape thing. And now if I use my skill point, anyone's going to get clapped. I really, really don't like that. But I feel like I can survive, especially if he hits me again. If he hits me, hits Blade again, which he should line up to hit Blade again, I can set this up for a clean ultimate. And this should be able to get me a 3-turn clear, which is actually going to be really crazy. Wait, did I fight 2 monkeys? Oh, no. I think I only fought 1 monkey, bro. I don't think I'm on the 3rd round. I don't think I'm in the 3rd round, bro. Wait. Now we have double. Yeah, I'm out of here, bro. This was a great time. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't look at my Blade like that, bro. All right, we're getting there. We're growing. RNG, you guys know my relic status. All right, man, me plus RNG relics, the worst thing in the world, bro. I don't get luck like that. All right, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, do leave a like, comment down below, join the Discord, become a member if you want to support the boy financially, and follow the Twitch. I'm trying to hit partner over there eventually. And if you want to see DreamCon stuff, follow me on all these social medias. If you happen to have seen me at DreamCon, which I doubt any of you are going, but if you did, then like show me, that's cool too, or comment down below, whatever. Anyway, I can't say my usual outro because it's inappropriate for YouTube. Smell you later.